And through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Jones. And his first look is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Jones throw into the hands of Andrews. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Come on, baby.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 28.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Jones on first down. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3 zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Below Nichols. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a quick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
On second down now, Dobbins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is down to a field goal. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 14-10. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
45.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. He finds Bateman over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 31 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And returning right back to Boykin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Brady. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown.
And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Brady now on 1st down. This complete to Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Brady.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Bilal Nichols able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Second and 15.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
On third and long, it's Brady. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Hill on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands. First and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, Jones. Flushed out right.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Off the bootleg, Jones rolling to his right. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw on second and 10, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This is Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Off play action. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
To throw again. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And Succop will put this one right through, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, Dobbins, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Jones, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Brady.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
To throw is Brady. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And past the 30 down to about the 27. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
107 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
The give is to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 13-year man puts it through. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree. Matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunity.